evening. This is BelGeode, and we are back with some more Star Citizen. And it turns out a number of you actually did get into the little mini series that I put up for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And I've actually had a number of questions since those first videos went up that I kind of wanted to come back into it and I guess show you one of the spaceships that I currently have, that I currently fly around in. And for those of you who are perhaps newer to Star Citizen, or maybe you had bought into Star Citizen some time ago but haven't really played in a while, maybe you might want a little bit of a refresher and maybe share some information on what you can do to help gain some credits, that is money, within the game. So that's kind of the purpose of tonight's video, and it's not meant to be like a real tutorial, as it were. If you want stuff like that, you're probably best off watching YouTubers such as BoredGamer. Honestly, I think BoredGamer is the best out of everybody who has Star Citizen content. So I'd highly urge you to check out his channel and subscribe. But assuming that you are coming with me for the ride, what we are going to be doing tonight is what is known as a box mission. I will explain a little bit more about that. As you can see right now, we are inside New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, and we need to head over to the terminal where I can pull out the ship that we are going to be using for this evening, which is going to be the MISC Reliant Kore, which actually is rapidly becoming one of my favorite ships. But let's head over there now and we'll pick up the conversation in a little bit. Okay, so as we approach the main portion of the terminal, you can already see out the window there, it looks like it is closing in on sunset here at beautiful New Babbage on the planet of Microtech. Look at that. That is the perfect time to fly, right there. And there you can see the vista. That is, of course, the city of New Babbage. The building with the hole in the center, that is the apartment that I started this series in, or the mini-series, I should say, for the expo. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. I love this time of day, especially on this planet. It just has such a magical look to it. Pretty cool stuff. All right, but time is a-wasting, so let's go ahead and pull the ship out. Just to remind you, I am using Vorpx to create a sort of VR experience. I say it like that because it's obviously not a true 3D experience, but it's close enough for me. It at least gives me the sense of scale that I enjoy seeing when I'm in Star Citizen. It makes things feel a little bit more real. Alright, so this is where our ship terminals are, so we'll pick one on this side because I always like to be able to see what's going on the other side there. Here it is, Vehicle Retrieval Terminal, and we're going to use... So these are all the ships that I have. It lists all of them there. Now the one that you can't see at the very bottom is the MISC Reliant Kore, but that is the one that we're going to be retrieving for this mission. Primarily because it's, like I said, one of my favorite ships so far. But in addition to that, the other important thing about that ship is the fact that it is a light freighter. So it's just about perfect for this kind of mission. Alright, looks like we are set up in hangar number 1. Excellent. You can see there's already a marker for it, about 670 meters in that direction. We're going to take the funky elevators to get down there. Alright, so I will see you once we are in Hangar 1. Alright, so here we are in Hangar 1, and you can see my beautiful ship right there. This is the MISC Reliant Kore, which you may remember from one of the episodes of the mini-series. I believe I showed it off when I showed all the MISC ships that they had on display. This is the one that I ended up getting. The reason why I got this ship was because it kind of reminds me of the Rebel B-Wing fighter from Star Wars. Now, I've already made some modifications, and that's part of the reason why I've been doing these little box missions and so on, is to raise the credits that I need to modify the weapons. So, what you're looking at up there, that is a laser repeater, which actually does come standard on that little end ball there, that turret ball. But the one in the bottom is called a disruptor, which kind of works like an ion cannon from Star Wars lore, where it disables electrical components to enemy starships that it hits. So between those two there and the other ones that I have on the other side, that should pack a mean punch to any ship that decides that they want to get froggy with me. I also replaced the gun under here, so this is also a laser repeater. The missiles came stock, so we left the missiles as is. There are only 4 missiles on this thing, so there's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, as well as another one of those laser repeaters. The Tana model of this ship does have extra missiles in that little compartment there, but the compartment is non-functional in this particular ship. And then, of course, we've got a little cockpit pod, part of what makes this ship so unique. Some people have taken to referring this as the Keurig pot. I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. And I use a Keurig for my coffee almost every day there. But suffice to say, part of the thing that drew me to this ship in the first place was the fact that it's just such an unusual design. Additionally, like I said, it is considered a light freighter. It's actually considered an upgraded starter ship. And with it being a light freighter, it is just perfect for these kinds of little missions that we're going to do here. All right, so let's go ahead and hop in. And while I'm waiting for the ramp to come down, I should probably put my helmet on, because I am notorious for forgetting to equip my helmet. And of course, that usually ends up really badly, as you can imagine. All right, let's close the door here. Okay, so this is the inside of the ship, which you may recall from the expo. So we've got basically 6 cargo units worth of space back here. That can hold a lot of boxes, but as you're going to see, the boxes are all set sizes. So we can actually fit a bunch of them if I were to take multiple missions at once. Each one of the missions that we're going to be doing pays out 8,000 credits. So I just want to take one just to kind of give you an idea of what it's all like. All right, but time waits for no one, so let's head to the cockpit here. And we're going to hop in a seat in a moment. Just to remind you, that little unit that we're seeing back there is what causes the seat and its controls to rotate around from horizontal mode to vertical mode. I'll show all of that off once we go airborne. For now, let's get into the seat. One thing I should mention, when you're in VR, the getting in and getting out of seat animations will lock your view in one spot, so you won't be able to move your head around like I am doing right now. All right, but let's get our power on. I have that bound to my X52. All right, we'll just wait for everything to come online. Okay, thank you very much. All right, and we need to call for clearance to take off. So, all right, there's good.
You are clear to launch.
Okay, so now I get to show you what this ship is like, and I'm really excited about that because, like I said, I just love this ship. So let's do this. Let's go to the outside view for our takeoff, and we'll hop back in the cockpit when we're ready to leave the atmosphere. All right, another successful takeoff. So we are climbing out over New Babbage, and let me just kind of turn a little bit here so I can give you a good view of the city. Look at that. That is truly a thing of beauty, especially in VR where the visibility is heightened on this particular vehicle. That just looks impressive. Absolutely love this planet. Okay, we're going to continue climbing here. So let me set ourselves up on a really good angle. We'll wait for the little pipper to get back to the center so that I can get all of my speed back, and then we'll slowly but surely pull ourselves up. We do need to be above about 11 kilometers before we can really access the quantum travel. But before we can even do that, we need to figure out where we're going or what mission we're doing. So to do that, we need to open up our mobiGlass. All right, so I'll ask you to call your attention to the left side of the screen. You'll see how much money I have currently. Yeah, I'm pretty much broke. I've been spending money on spaceship parts. All right, now cast your attention to the very bottom where it says Contracts Manager. This is where you're going to find all your quests. Under the General tab, the very first thing that'll appear is going to be the delivery quests. So let's see what we've got here. We have one mission that includes picking up packages from Bud's Growery on Euterpe, which is one of Microtech's moons, and then delivering to Landing Pad Locker, Shubin Mining Facility, and another Shubin Mining Facility. I believe these missions are all random, if I am not too mistaken. But we can look through them all and see which ones we would like to do. I want one that will actually send us to most of the moons. There are 3 moons for Microtech, which I'll show you shortly as well. It looks like a lot of this stuff is all going to Microtech. All right, so let's go with the first one, since that's going to have us go to Euterpe. We'll swing by some of the others in a moment. So let's accept that. And what is going on here? Okay, we are currently leaving the atmosphere, which is very good. We need to collect the package. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. This is going to send us to Euterpe, and if you look over in that direction, you will see there's a little marker already on the screen for Euterpe. Now, there's one of 2 ways that we could do that. We could either manually navigate there by just simply activating the quantum travel, or the quantum drive, I should say. So right there, I just activated it. The default key for that is B, by the way. And let me just show you what we have here. So the icons that you're looking at, you're going to notice a larger circle with a smaller circle off to the right side. Those represent moons. So more than likely, the one that says pick up package is going to be Euterpe. And I'm pretty sure that the one off to the right and just a little bit below is going to be Clio, which is a moon that's very close by. I could be wrong. It could be Calliope. So there we go. We can let that charge up, or we can check out some of the others. Yes, that is Clio, it looks like. You can see some of the other planets here. So the blue one that I'm trying to get in the center there, that is ArcCorp. And I believe this should be Delamar or Hurston. No, that is Hurston, which is another planet in this solar system. So we've got different ways that we can, basically navigate. You could either just choose to go through each of the individual icons and then just highlight it and it'll tell you what it is. Or alternately, you can use your mobiGlass. So if we pop open the mobiGlass here, the F2 key by default will take us to the star map. And typically we have to zoom out whenever we're in the star map. I don't know why that is. It doesn't seem to remember where we are, I guess. But this is Microtech. You can see Port Tressler there, orbiting Microtech. And if we zoom out a little bit further, you will see the moons of Microtech. So let me just set that up here. So we've got Calliope, we've got Clio, and we've got Euterpe. You may notice that they're all named after Greek muses. I'm sure you can probably look that up on Wiki or someplace to find out which muse was which. But since we are going to Euterpe, what I can then do is I can click on Euterpe, and in the upper left-hand corner, it's going to tell us how much gas it's going to take to get there. And I use the term gas loosely. I'm going to explain that in a second as well. But we can now set the route by clicking on Set Route, and you'll notice that the line becomes even more green. So that is pretty much our target as far as quantum travel. All right, so now we can get out of this screen. There we go. And you'll notice that all of those waypoints that we had have suddenly disappeared, and the only one that remains is the little moon icon for Euterpe. Now, we'll talk a little bit about gas before we actually jump into quantum travel. So on the right-hand side, you're going to notice where it says fuel, and then it says QUA 100. That's our quantum fuel, which is a specific commodity that is only used for quote-unquote hyperspace travel or faster than light travel. Hydrogen is the main fuel that we're using. This is what we're using right now to get out of the atmosphere, and you'll see we're down to about 96%. This vehicle kind of sips gas when it comes to fuel efficiency. Some vehicles do not. However, once we get into quantum travel, we will not be using hydrogen gas. We will be using quantum fuel, so it'll start depleting from there. All right, so we've lined up Euterpe, or at least I'm attempting to. For some reason, my thrusters are a little bit overly sensitive. And since we are currently out of Microtech's atmosphere, we're going to need to switch to vertical mode. So take a look at my co-pilot seat and see what's about to happen. There it goes. Co-pilot is now underneath me, and we are in the vertical mode. Okay, so next stop is going to be Euterpe. We're going to go to the outside view as we make the jump to hyperspace. Punch it, Chewie. All right, so as you can see, that really did not take a lot of quantum fuel. We're only down to 99% fuel left, and we're at 95% left in hydrogen. So we've definitely got plenty of gas to do this entire mission, especially since after we pick up these 3 packages, we're going to need to go back to Microtech anyway. I may make a slight detour because I kind of want to show you Clio, which is one of the other moons here. Clio, I think, is the most beautiful out of all the moons, so that's why I kind of want to show that off. But since we still have a little ways to go to get to where we need to pick up these packages, what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage my quantum travel again. Okay, there we go. And I think there may be a ship or something nearby. I'm getting all kinds of beeps and blips, and I don't know what's going on, but nothing's appearing on the radar there, so interesting. All right, but the purpose of my going back into quantum travel is to get into the atmosphere quickly. And the secondary reason why I do that, sometimes players like to get a little froggy with you. Wait for you to get out of quantum travel and then attack your ship. So I try to make little short jumps here and there just to kind of throw people off. But this should take us pretty much down to the surface of the moon and relatively close to our destination. At which point, once we get out of quantum travel, we will put it back to the horizontal mode and we'll just head straight for Bud's Growery.
Travel complete.
All right, so there we go. We'll go full speed. Actually, it's not technically full speed, but it's the full safe speed that we can go. All right, let's set our cockpit back up here. There we go. Lovely. And we could probably even turn on the landing lights. There we go. Nice, nice. All right, so as we are coming down, you'll see that our speed is currently 163. Now, I'll be honest with you, this ship is slow. If you are expecting Speed Racer, this is not the ship for you. For me, it's just perfect. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. But then I haven't really been attacked by a whole heck of a lot of stuff, so I haven't really had much of a need to run away from it. I can, however, increase our speed limitation, and of course you're going to notice as the speed goes up, the line goes into the red. What that means, you have to be really careful when you're coming into the atmosphere of planets and moons, because gravity will take over, and if you're going way too fast, well, you'll end up as a dark spot on the planet and or moon. It is useful for trying to escape atmosphere, however. So I'll usually only put it on for like a short burst here and there just to kind of get me closer to my target. And then I'll lower the speed limit back down to where I believe it should be. All right, so we've got 4,500 meters until we reach Bud's Glory, and we are at an altitude of about 760 meters. Now, a lot of these places that they will send you to, if not all of these places that they will send you to, generally have some kind of landing pad nearby. Me, however, well, I'm a little lazy. I don't like walking that far. So instead of landing at the landing pad, since they will not have us ask for clearance to land, I will usually just kind of park myself as close to the building as I can. Yeah, I know, I'm a troublemaker. What can I say? All right, so let's get our gear down. You'll notice the gear is flashing, and now we've got a little circle next to it indicating the gear should be down. And of course, Betty will also tell us the gear is down. And we'll start slowing down as well. So our speed is what, 18 meters per second. Oh, good. And it looks like everything is all in the same building. This is perfect. I couldn't ask for a better pickup on this one. All right, let me see if we can get a little bit closer. Oh, we do have some breeze blowing us all over the place. That is no bueno. That is no bueno at all. All right, let me see if I can get us up here. I hadn't anticipated high winds, but yes, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. You see this, right? These winds are literally blowing me all over the dang place. That is nuts. That is really nuts. Okay, well, this is going to be more and more interesting to try and land. All right, let's push ourselves forward here. Wow, it is blowing me all over the place. So I guess I'm not going to be so picky as to where I land. I'm just going to try to land. Yeah, this is definitely not what I was expecting. It's literally blowing us all over the place. That is just crazy. Alright, one thing I could do is put the gear back up because that will also get the... Whoa, alright, you know what? Yeah, this is just messing with us here. Let's head over this way. Wow. See, this is the crazy stuff that can happen when you're doing these little box missions. There's no telling what you can get yourself into. And I just keep watching our altitude here as it steadily goes down. Alright, now we're getting some forward airspeed. We are kind of getting close to the ground, however. So I'm going to want to slow down really quickly and see if I can just stick it right in front of the building. Whoop, there we go. And we just went flying past it. Alright. I'm going to have to walk a little bit here. So as long as there's no rocks in front of me or behind me, yeah, we're going to see if we can work on this here. I don't think that was a very good landing. Yep, it's blowing us back again. Alright, let me turn us around. See if I can see the building at least. Wait, where is the building? Oh, there is the building. Okay. So we're really not that far. Alright, right here is good. Let's bring her in.
Landing successful.
Whew! I don't mind telling you folks, that is quite possibly one of the sketchiest landings that I have ever done in this thing. And it would figure as soon as the cameras start rolling, that's when stuff starts getting crazy. Alright, a couple of security things that I would recommend to you. First off, turn off your landing lights, especially if you've landed on the dark side of the moon, as it were. And second thing, when you get out of your seat, the default key for that, by the way, is Y. Make sure that once you get out of your spaceship, you lock it up. That'll prevent people from stealing your ship. Yes, it does happen. Usually you can set your controls to where whenever you lock a door, it stays locked and only you have access to open it. And it is really cold. Look at the temperature on the lower left there. Holy crap. Wow. Alright, where's the front door for this thing? How much you want to bet it's all the way on the other side? I think it is. So you may notice that my character is having a little bit of difficulty walking. Let's go to the outside view. I'll show you. Look at that. The wind is causing my character to run or walk funny. Because of the fact that it's just so windy, you're kind of leaning into the wind. That is pretty neat. I've never seen a game do that before. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm sure there probably are other games out there that have done that. I just have never seen it. Until this one. Alright, but we made it. We are at the front door. And let me get inside because it is frigid out here. Holy crap. Brr! Brr! Alright, we'll cycle this. Whew. Okay, so we have the 3 packages to pick up. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice with all of these places where you can pick up and drop off packages, they all look different. Even though they're, for the most part, kind of cookie cutter, they're all, like similar designs and so on. There's a lot of variation that the devs have put into each of these little facilities. These are the packages that we're looking for. They're all shaped like this. They're all different types of boxes. And as you can see, we've got 2 different colors. We're going to pick up this guy first here. Okay, and it is still windy outside. You can see my ship right there, so at least we know no one's going to steal it. And look at that. Looks like somebody was playing cards here, and they've got sticky notes all over their computer. I do find it interesting that computers don't appear to have changed much in nearly a millennia. They look like pretty much the same exact design as they are now here in 2020. Alright, this is going to be a fun haul back to the ship. So we've got to do this 3 times because we've got 3 boxes we need to carry. Alright, so I'm going to go this way. I'm increasing my run speed and deliberately running behind the building so that way I'm not into the wind. And man, that is a really sketchy parking job. Holy crap, what was I thinking? Huh. Alright, but we made it, so we'll open the door. And we're going to park this guy on this side. So to drop it, all you do is click on place, and you'll see the little outline there. So you just click on that, and that's where you live for right now. Okay, let's go get your 2 buddies. Go ahead and lock up the door again, just in case there's somebody that's thinking about stealing my ship. I don't see anybody around, but that doesn't mean anything. People can appear out of nowhere, it seems. Alright, so back around the front we go. And this is pretty much all that it's about. You pick up the package, or the packages, plural. You deliver the packages, and on successful delivery of your 3rd package is when you get paid the 8,000 credits. Pretty straightforward, and if you're efficient enough, you can actually take multiple missions and do them all at once. So that way you can really start gaining some money quickly. And I just realized there's Chinese food boxes there, Big Benny's. That's pretty neat. Doesn't appear to be anybody home, but I'm not going to mess with anything in here except, of course, the packages that I came to pick up. I do find it odd that there's nobody here, though. That's kind of weird. I suppose at some point in time they'll probably put NPCs in here. Won't be today, though. Alright, so back to full run mode as we go past the building. I love the little, looks like nebula and everything up there. The night sky is always beautiful in Star Citizen. I will say that. It is always incredibly beautiful, no matter where you are in the verse. I should hope they were able to get that right. The game is all about space after all. So, alright, we're going to put right here. You don't have to have anything sorted any particular way. You just put it down in the cargo area and you're good to go. If your ship does not have a cargo area, but it does have at least a small enough walk space, you can pretty much just put it in that small enough walk space as well, and it'll stay put. The idea is you pick up the boxes and you take them with you so that it registers that you actually have the boxes. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid if you go to your destination without your box. Alright, cycle this one more time. There we go. Alright, so this is our third and final package. And man, I don't know who works here, but they could have at least cleaned up a little bit. You knew people were coming for these boxes. Why didn't you clean your office? Sheesh. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to complain too much. Pretty sure my desk looks like that most days. I'm not quite sure why I'm jumping there. I think that may be a bug in the ground mesh or something. Alright, so back out we go. It feels like the wind has died down. The sky is looking much clearer, except for that one spot that seems to be popping in and out. I still hear the wind, though. Or maybe that's just my ship. Probably just my ship. But it is still very cold. All three moons of Microtech are pretty cold. They may not be completely ice planets like Microtech is, but yeah, these moons are definitely frigid. Alright, we're going to put right there. Perfect. So, first half of our mission is done. Now the second half is going to be dropping these guys off. On our way there, I want to show you one of the other moons, my personal favorite of the three moons here around Microtech, and that's going to be Clio. Alright, we are back in the seat. I can move my head, so we're pretty much good to go. Let's get our landing lights on. Make sure there's no obstructions. I don't see anything, so let's go vertical. There we go. Let's get our gear up and move forward. Now, as I mentioned before, when you're coming down to the planet, you definitely don't want to exceed your red line there, but if you're leaving the planet, perfectly fine. Just stick it all the way to full and travel in a straight line, so that way you don't have to maneuver. You will not be able to turn on a dime if you try to maneuver while you're going full red zone speed there. Okay, we should already be out of the atmosphere because this is a moon, it's not a planet, so there's really not much atmosphere to it. So, let me turn on quantum travel. Assuming it wants to come on. Okay, there we go. I think it's on now. Alright, so we can already see one of the moons, and I think that actually is the one that I want to show you. So that's Calliope, and that's Clio. Clio is where we're going to visit right now. And I'm just going to kind of skip through the atmosphere and show you what Clio looks like. And then we'll take a quick look at Calliope before we head back to Microtech. So once again, we're jumping to hyperspace.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
All right, so here we are at Clio, and I'm going to turn on the quantum travel again. I'm looking for a specific port. I don't know if it's daytime there, though. That's the only problem. It might not be. I don't think it is. Ah, no, there it is. There it is. Okay. Reason why I want to show you that one is it's close to one of the oceans that exists on Clio. So we're just going to fly over there for a second here. Of course, I think it's on the night side of the planet. Or the moon, excuse me. Yeah, look at the distance. 700 and change kilometers. That's pretty much on the other side of the moon. There we go. We are now on the dark side of the moon. Pink Floyd would love that.
Quantum travel complete.
All right, and let's go back to horizontal mode here. And this is where we're going to want to limit our engine speed, so we'll pull our little speed limiter back down. Right about there should be good. So yeah, one of the reasons why I really like this moon is because of the aesthetic that they designed it with. The fact that everything is all green. I think that is too cool, and it is the only one of the moons that are surrounding Microtech that does have oceans. Bear in mind, I don't know if these oceans actually do consist of water or if it's like a different chemical makeup. I just think it's kind of cool. Hopefully, once we get base building into Star Citizen, we can set up homesteads wherever we would like, and I will definitely be thinking of setting up a homestead on Clio, because this is just such a cool place. It is cold. It is very cold, mind you, but it's still pretty neat. All right, we're going to hit the deck here. I'm going to turn my lights on. Oh, wait, my lights were on. Okay. We should be closing in on the research station. If in doubt, we can always turn on a quantum travel again, and it will tell us just how far away we are. There it is, 3,000 meters away. So we're basically skimming the surface, so let's go to the outside view really quick and see what we can see. Oh, there it is right now. So yeah, this one is like right along the coastline there. And if we continue headed this way, we will go over the water itself. Alright, but that kind of gives you an idea as to what Clio itself is like. So let's head back out of atmosphere. Give it a little bit of afterburn there. We'll check out Calliope really quick. There we go. Just hit the afterburner. And let's get the quantum travel back on. Alright, now see, the problem that we're going to have is the fact that Calliope is probably on the other side of the moon. So we're going to need to hit this little waypoint here, OM5, which will allow us to go around Clio to get to Calliope.
Quantum travel complete.
Alright, there we go. I'm not sure that we actually went to the right spot there, so let's try that again. Yeah, it looks like we didn't actually do the jump that time, so we'll try it again, no problem.
Quantum travel engaged.
Now I know we made it.
Complete.
Okay. Let's turn our quantum travel back on. See if we can find Calliope here. So yeah, those little diamonds around each planet and or moon, those are basically your waypoints, your orbital waypoints around the planet. So they help you to navigate around the planet if you need to land on the planet, and where you're looking for is on the opposite side. So that way you don't fly through the planet or the moon. All right, let's head to Calliope real quick.
Quantum travel engaged.
Pretty sure they're not in a rush with these boxes here, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I did want to show you the moons, however, so yeah, we're going to do that real quick. We're closing in on Calliope. Calliope I have a problem with. Sometimes I will like smack right into it.
Complete.
I don't know why, but yeah, sometimes it just smacks me right into Calliope. It's kind of weird. Alright, let us see if we can find a spot on the surface. Alright, how about this one over here? Yep, Rayari Anvik Research Outpost, that'll work.
Quantum travel engaged.
Should be daytime down there. So we'll kind of check it out really quick. We'll skim into the atmosphere and see what Calliope looks like before we head back to Microtech and finish up this quest. Alright, so there we go. Really didn't get a chance to show you Cleo during the daytime. I'll probably do that in a different video, but imagine this, only green. That's pretty much what Cleo looks like. All the same though, this looks pretty cool. I love the tech that they're really using to make these planets and moons shine. This is pretty impressive. This is really impressive. All right, now we don't want to get too close to the planet, or to the moon, excuse me. Just want to kind of give you a taste as to what it's like. So there you go. That is Calliope, the third of the muses, as it were. And we are going to head to Microtech. There you can see it off in the distance. Alright. So it looks like it's going to hook me onto a comm array, but that's close enough to the planet that it should work for me. So we'll go into Quantum.
Engaged.
Alright, we're almost there. And there it is. Beautiful Microtech.
Quantum travel complete.
Alright, now comes the fun part. We need to figure out where our packages are going to go. So before I head to the surface, let's open up our Mobi-Glass. Alright, and to find the mission that we're currently working on, we go back to the Contracts Manager. And since it's already accepted, we will go to Accepted. You'll notice that the check marks are over by Collect Package, so we've already accomplished that. We need to go to Shubin Mining Facility SMO10 as well as SMO13 before heading to Landing Pad Locker on Microtech, which I'd be willing to bet is in New Babbage. Alright, let's see if we can find this Shubin facility here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of these below me. So let's turn on our quantum travel. And that's probably the easiest way for us to see if we can find it. Alright, now which one is which? That's Shubin 10. So yeah, we'll go to this one first.
Quantum travel engaged.
And take a look at that. That is just simply beautiful. So the way that Microtech's lore is, basically the entire planet is frozen because of an accident that they made when they were terraforming the planet. I guess they were trying to make it more, I don't know, temperate or what have you. Something went wrong. The entire planet ended up freezing over. But there are some sections that are a bit more temperate.
Travel complete.
All right, let's go to horizontal mode. And let's actually go to the outside view as we work our way down. All right, so we are almost there. We have about 12 kilometers to go until we get there. Now, since Microtech is a planet and not a moon, we expect the gravity is going to be a lot higher. So in this particular instance, I am not going to increase our speed limit beyond the red zone because that could be bad. And we don't want that. As you can see, we're already at 3,000 meters above the surface, or above sea level, I guess. So we're going to start slowing down here. And now that I can start seeing trees, I'm going to get our gear out. And apparently I had my coupled mode off. It was in decoupled mode. Decoupled mode is useful if you're in space and you want to like turn around and face the direction that you're coming from really quickly, especially to attack something that's behind you. It's not something I recommend that you use while you're in atmosphere, however. That could end up badly for you. Alright, so we're going to hit the vertical thrusters here and work our way down. See the trees coming into view there. Absolutely stunning. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. The trees are 3D, by the way. I know it doesn't look like it because we're far away, but yeah, as we get a little bit closer, you'll see it. Alright, so I got choices here. I could either bring us down onto the landing pad, like we're supposed to do, or I could try again to see if I can park us over by the side of the building. Guess which one I'm going to pick. Alright, let's start coming down. Alright, there should be good. Alright, there we go. That should be nice. And we'll just bring her straight down. Ooh, looks like the snow is starting to pick up there. Remember, this is not dynamic weather, but I do like the ambiance that it gives whenever it starts snowing and so on. Let me make sure I'm properly lined up.
Landing successful.
Perfect. Okay, so welcome to Shubin Mining Facility 10, and we're going to get out of the seat. Okay, there we go. And I get the feeling it's going to be cold. Now, to figure out which package is which, you could look at the marker and read the number behind it. So it says 639006. So we are looking for you right there. And when you pick it up, there will be a little pop-up that should tell you which package it is you have. Let's just make sure that the others are different. They certainly are. Alright, so we'll open you up. Just like before, remember to close your door. Just in case somebody decides they want to try and steal your ship. I'm not saying it will always happen, but it could happen. It's better to be safe than sorry. Alright, open up shop here. Cycle that. Whew! Look at my visor all fogged up and everything. Hey there, buddy! Brought a package for you. So to do this, we just simply click on the arrow that's pointing inward. Wait for this to open up. Click on place. And that's it. Package is delivered. It'll close up. Hey, You
What
look
can I do for you?
you look bored. Are you bored? What's going on there? How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like this is a really exciting job or anything. They ain't making spectrum shows about what I do.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right.
I don't know. Same as any other day, I guess.
All righty. Well, I guess I will talk to you later, sir. Thank you very much. Whew. I don't think these people like their jobs. I really don't. Although, I don't blame them if I were posted in the middle of nowhere. It is a nice scenery, though, I'll give it that. A little cold, but beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so back to the ship we go! And we're going to hit up the second Shubin facility. And I know this is taking a little bit longer because I'm deliberately trying to explain everything that I am doing here. If I were doing this and I were not recording, yeah, I probably would have accepted like 4 or 5 of these missions and just basically took off with the goods. Alright, but we are pretty much set, so let's go vertical.
Complete.
Gear coming up. Forward speed pulling in.
Landing gear up.
Alright. So we need to find the other facility, the Shubin facility. So I'm going to go straight up here and, of course, remove our speed limit. Kick in afterburner for only a second. We don't want to do it for too long, otherwise your engines will overheat in atmosphere, and that is bad. It's very bad. We only need to get up to about 11 kilometers or 11,000 meters, and then we can activate our quantum travel and find the next destination. So, let's go back to the outside view. Alright, so we are above 11,000, and you can probably see right there one of the areas that did not get turned into a frozen wasteland. It's not going to be like a full forest or anything, but it will at least have some greenery there, like you can see some plants and so on. Alright, let's get our quantum travel up. And let's see, is this the Shubin facility we're looking for? Sure is. SMO 13. Alright, and punch it.
Quantum travel engaged.
There we go. So now we are really booking across the planet here. That is awesome. Okay, and there's a facility. I'm not going to go to the outside view. I'm just going to head straight in and we'll land quickly and take care of the second package.
Complete.
It looks like we need package 417767. We are at full speed, so I will need to change that momentarily. I don't want us to pick up to terminal velocity because that can be bad. Not gonna lie, that can be really bad. As soon as we pass this layer of cirrus clouds, I'm assuming, bear in mind that they are not 3D clouds, they're just like a 2D pattern. I will go ahead and slow us down. Because right now that layer of cirrus is basically there as a dividing line between the thicker portions of the atmosphere and the thinner portion of the upper atmosphere. Alright, right about there should be good. So let's bring the power back. Perfect. And yay, just in time. We're just underneath the cirrus clouds. Alright. So we're going to keep bringing her in. And yeah, this is pretty much all there is to running a box mission. For some people, it might be pretty boring. But if you're just starting out, you want to make some money relatively quickly, you got like an hour or two to spare, you can do 2 or 3 of these missions and just, rake in the dough. It's $8,000 a pop or 8,000 credits. Got to use the Star Citizen currency. 8,000 credits. Totally worth it, in my opinion. And the other fringe benefit to doing something like this, you get to learn where all the places are because it's random. There's no telling where it's going to send you to. And if you want to get to know Microtech and its moons, or ArcCorp and its moons, or any of the other planets and their specific local delivery areas, doing these kinds of missions will really clue you in on a lot of that. All right, let's drop our gear really quick here.
Landing
Okay.
gear down.
Drop off is directly below us, so let's bring her to a halt right here. And we'll just come down vertically. That way I can judge just how far I need to park. You know me, I am not into this walking business here. I want to get as close as I can get. Right about there. Make sure my, what is that, antenna, fuel probe? I have no clue. Alright, let's get our landing lights off. Why are those still on? Okay, so, package number 2. We'll get out of the seat. And let's go ahead and grab it. So we are looking for 417767, which is the other blue guy over here. Okay, and there's a pop-up that indicates we did pick up the right package, so we'll open the door. Another beautiful day on Microtech. Close the door. Should have walked around the other side. You can tell this is a mining facility because look, they're mining. Watch out for my little fuel probe or whatever that is. And hopefully we've got another one of those little machines that I can just put this box into. Sometimes they'll have you leave it like on a desk or a bed. Be careful with those because Star Citizen can bug out from time to time and it won't register. Wait, didn't I just see you? I don't suppose he got a twin at the other Shubin facility that's got his eyes rolled into his back of his head. Huh. That's kind of funky. Creeper. Creeper. Alright, so here is our drop-off facility. Just like before, hit place. Bam. Done deal. What is up with your eyes? Are you stoned? You're on drugs, aren't you? Alright, you know what? Goodbye.
That's all.
Okay. Weirdos. Alright, so we have one more package left, and I'm pretty certain that that package is going to be dropped off in New Babbage, which, as it should so happen, is exactly where we're going anyway. That container's over there. I would love to be able to play around in the snow, but nope. Got money to make. Alright, so all we have left is the yellow box. Close that up. And hop back in the seat. Okay, so let's go to the outside view. We'll get out of the atmosphere, figure out where we need to fly to, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so we need to climb a little bit higher to get past the cirrus clouds and out of the atmosphere. I have our speed limiter set to its max speed, so we can give it a little squirt of afterburner. We'll stop right there before we overheat. And we're just about at 11.
75%.
Alright, thank you, Betty. Okay, we should be good. We've still got plenty of gas to get us where we need to be. The only reason why I'm starting to run a little bit low is because I keep using the afterburner. So let that be a lesson to you. Afterburner does not equal fuel economy. Alright, let's get our quantum travel on. So we're looking for our final destination, which appears to be... yeah, it's pretty far down. Alright, here's what we will do. Let's go to a waypoint, such as one of the OMs. That's a comm array, I don't want that. So we'll kind of swing ourselves around here. Oh, crap, I forgot. I am still speeding up. Alright, let's slow down here so I don't black out. Let's go to OM4. Perfect.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Alright, we'll just flip ourselves around. Turn the quantum travel back on, and we are looking for the final drop-off location. It appears to be New Babbage. That works for me. Alright, since it is on the other side of the planet, I'm pretty sure it's going to be night over there, so let's go ahead and hit it. Yep, as soon as it flips you upside down, you know you're going all the way to the other side of the planet. So we'll take a look at it from the outside. Alright, and another successful jump. And yep, I called that one. So, our delivery, our last delivery for this mission
Complete.
is going to be in New Babbage. Alright, so we'll go ahead and rotate around. We'll get our wings back to the horizontal. And we are just going to cruise down to the deck. So there you go. There is New Babbage at night. It looks like it just became nightfall. The spaceport that we're going to be landing at is right underneath us right now. It's back off in that direction. But as soon as we drop off this package, we should get our money, and that will be it for this video, because I do know that this video is getting a little bit longer. You know me. I like these long videos. If you're looking for short videos, you're probably going to want to check out BoredGamer or someone else. That's not me. Alright, but since we are getting kind of close, I'm going to also turn our landing lights back on. And you can actually see directly ahead, let me put my crosshairs there. That is the apartment building that you spawn into whenever you log into the game and you spawn in on Microtech. You spawn in one of the apartments in that big building there, the one with the hole in the center. Where we are going, however, is this away, just behind it. Another interesting bit of trivia. You see that yellow building that my crosshairs are now pointing at? That's where the convention was. That's where the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo was. And then, of course, the spaceport is directly ahead, right there, the red and white one. Alright, but let's stay on task here, so we'll concentrate on the building that we're going to need to land on. And one of the things that I really like about Microtech is there are a lot of rooftop pads. Yep, our good buddy Sergio from Helisimmer would be very happy to know that yes, it does in fact have a lot of helipads. Doesn't have any helicopters, but I guess VTOL spaceships are kind of sort of the same thing, right? We're just going to go with that for Sergio's sake. Alright, let's get our gear down. That'll of course change our engine nozzle direction. Fiore. Hey, I know Fiore. Fiore is a clothing maker. I actually have that purple outfit that I showed you in one of my previous videos. That is a Fiore branded piece of clothing. So there we go. Looks like we are landing on the Fiore building. Alright, let's bring her in. Okay, right there is good. Straighten ourselves up. Push forward. And bring her down. We're drifting a little bit here too. So maybe we'll pull forward a little bit more.
Landing successful.
Nice. Alright, turn off the landing lights. And we are going to pick up our last package. Thankfully, we don't need to remember what number it is because it's the only package that we've got left in the ship. So let's go ahead and finish up our mission here. Carry. Alright, and we'll open the door. And we'll close the door. So yeah, look at that skyline. Let's just take a second here and look around. I know it's kind of cold out here, but that is just so beautiful how they've put this all together. And all the planets are like that. All of the planets have that certain majesty to it. ArcCorp, of course, is kind of like the Star Citizen version of Coruscant from Star Wars, where the entire planet is just one big city. That looks pretty impressive as well, but in my opinion, I think ArcCorp is not as good as Microtech. Microtech is definitely the best out of all the planets. Alright, and that is it, folks. That is it. So we have actually done it. We just need to wait for our money. Objective complete. Deliver package. And there it is. Awarded 8,000 Alpha UEC. That's what AUEC stands for. Alright, so if we want to check how much money we've got now, we can open up the Moby Glass, and all the way to the left-hand side, you'll see my account balance just went up by 8,000 bucks. Awesomeness. Now remember, it did take me a lot longer to get this mission done, but that's only because I wanted to kind of show you everything about it. Obviously, it's really not going to take that long if you are doing this mission yourself. But that will just about do it for me. So I'm going to do my outro while I'm indoors where it's a little bit warmer. Yeah, much better to do this indoors. Alright, so that'll do it for me, folks. Thank you as always for watching. This has been BelGeode, and I have been playing Star Citizen. And just to remind you, I've been using Vorpx to create a pseudo-VR experience, since of course Star Citizen does not have native VR incorporated. But if you are interested in doing the same thing, the link is in the video description below as to where you can purchase Vorpx, and then you can connect it to your Star Citizen by the built-in profile that comes with Vorpx. Alright, but that will just about do it for me. I hope this was fun for you. I hope you learned a little, and I hope to see you at some point in time in a verse. So thank you as always for watching. If you enjoy what you've seen, please feel free to give me a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will catch you on the next one. Ciao!